welcome back to the stream. I'm LB Hackemup, and we're back with Playthings of the Gods. Maybe it's our last episode, but boy, is it wrapping up. Before we get into that, though, we're going to go around and have everybody say who they are and who they're playing tonight, starting as always on this wonderful Sunday evening with Van.
That's me. Hi, I'm Van. You can find me all over the internet. A couple of places still at Savvy Seaworth, but now at Van but Wilder on most social media. Tonight I am playing Alhena, who is a Circle of the Stars druid.
Hello, everybody. I'm Val. You can find me at the Kraken's Crown, lurking around the internet, mostly over in GGK. And tonight I'm going to be playing Arrow, the Barbarian, Water Genasi Barbarian.
Hi, I'm Tanya at Tanya Rowan Plays It on the Internet. Tonight, I am Moxley, Tiefling Bard.
And I'm Rachel Elizabeth, or Rachel Elizabeth with a Z in the middle. Damn it. Rachel Elizabeth with a Z in the middle instead of an S. Tonight, I'm playing Talon, the Beastmaster Ranger / Death Cleric.
Hello, I am Alex, OMG, it's some guy on the internet, mostly over on GGK, Tuesdays, Thursdays. But here tonight I am playing Colchis, an Oath of the Ancients Paladin.
And I'm LB Hackemup. I'm going to be your dungeon mistress for this evening, your big bad boy, and the one who's
big bad voodoo mommy.
Yeah, trying to kill all these characters. Let's go. Before we get back into the recap and everything, some stuff for this stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you. You guys have been commenting and doing fun stuff on there. We appreciate it. Like to see it. And yeah, we're going to be doing our normal week from here forward for a while. So Thursdays on the LB Hackemup, Fridays and Sundays. And we're going to have some cool stuff on the Patreon. So if you're interested in that, we're going to put up a video very shortly about our trip to Gen Con, because Lauren and I went. We'll let you know when that's live on the socials, all of them. And yeah, that's pretty much it for now. We've got a quick recap, because we did have, if you're just joining us, we did have half of a battle last week, and then somebody's power went out. So we had to cut in the middle of combat, so we're gonna kind of jump in the middle of combat. If you're confused, don't worry, it'll make sense in context. But before we get back into that, let's do our little recap. Of course, Rachel's gonna give it to us tonight. Let's go.
Previously on Playthings of the Gods, Mask. Hey Moxie, I want your body, girl. Moxie, no thanks, Grandpa. That's really fucking weird. Mask, no, I'm literally gonna inhabit your body. Moxie, the fuck you are. And when we last left our adventures, everyone was fighting multiple masks. We're basically playing that cup game where you figure out which one the prize is under, and in this case, the prize was actually hitting the baddie.
Yeah. So right now, our characters are in a large void space that is kind of domed. It is there's a light source that's it's like being in the Upside Down. There's a light source, but there is no actual physical thing. There is a barrier around the outside. Right now there are 3 masks. He has the ability to invoke duplicity on a larger scale. It does not require concentration. And in the last episode, we had a couple things happen. Right, and like I said, we were literally in the middle of combat, in the middle of a round. So Alhena has determined which one of the 3 masks is the current mask. He can switch which one it is at the end of his turn. So we know who it is. Alhena has just gone. Are you guys ready to pick it back up where we left off? Cool. All right. So next up in combat is Colchis.
Oh, was not quite expecting it to be just me right away.
Sorry.
No, we're good. I was just looking at Moonbeam because I always forget it's an action to move it.
Mm-hmm.
And so debating that, or if I just go and try and smack the mask in front of me, because we know that's the real one.
Ah, yes. Also, if you're just tuning in, Mask has used the spell Tether Essence to Moxie. So they are sharing a tether of health in some way or another.
Let's see what. Just double checking that I don't have anything fancy I can get to here. No, I think it's just go in and do a smack So yeah, gonna mosey on up and
Mosey away.
hit a god.
Just kill a god.
Ooh, not great. 13 for the first hit.
13 does not hit.
And I rolled the same thing.
Ooh.
I got 2 2s.
Oh boy. All right. This is with
that?
the Hammer of Friendship?
Correct.
Okay.
And okay, I have to hit them with an attack to do some of my bonus action stuff, which I did not do. So Kolkus just goes up and swings impotently in front of Mask.
Okay, we're warming up. We're warming up.
Yeah. It's cool.
I'm using the Baldur's Gate 3 dice, and they just make the slightest little tink sounds as they roll around.
Is it a satisfying tink sound?
No, but I think that's partially because I got 2s on them. I'll report back if I roll higher.
All right.
You'll have to roll a natural 20 for science.
Yeah.
Kolkus is thrown off by the whole tether essence thing.
Yes, and that there was like a time shift real quick, and you know how when like in a video game everyone just hits pause, somebody hits pause at the wrong time when you're like doing a Mario Kart or something, and you're like, oh, okay, we got to get back. Where am I going? Which way was I supposed to be driving?
We didn't we didn't count in is the problem.
Right. Oh, that's true. Sorry, my bad. So as your turn ends, he is going to use a legendary action to attack you. Okay, he is going to he pulls out, well, he is already wielding a large black blade, and he is going to attempt to hit you with it. You did not attack recklessly or anything because you are not that type of, you're not that guy.
Kolkus is civilized.
Does a 21 hit?
Oh, that is my armor class.
Oh, okay, good. All right, sorry, I just like doing damage. All right, you're going to take 9 piercing damage, and then 16 poison or 16 necrotic damage.
I'm assuming this is not spell stuff.
No, this is a physical attack from the blade.
Well, I now have a nice amount of HP.
And I'm gonna change that. And then you're going to take, this is poison damage. It is 16 poison damage.
So that's 2 16s of poison damage, or?
One was necrotic, one was poison.
Ah, okay.
Did I roll 2 16s? Dope. All right. End of Kolkus's turn. Mask used his legendary action, and next up is Moxie. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no, you're right. Go ahead, sorry. He didn't get hit.
Feel about a mass cure wounds right now, or should we
Could
wait?
be pretty
my
helpful.
hit points would love that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cast.
Because we were
mass
talking
cure
Forrester and Kolkus hadn't taken any damage. Now Kolkus is
Now
taking
I'm
damage.
missing
Yeah.
almost half my health.
We fixed the problem.
Look, you told me I helped, okay?
There you go. It's teamwork.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. I'll probably get all 21. Everyone gets 21 health back. Including me. I did it on myself, so I'm assuming maybe Mask gets a little bump.
You said 21.
Can we tell?
correct?
20. Sorry, my cat's in the way.
Hi, Tina.
21. Dude.
Can we tell if Mask also?
Yeah,
And
Kolkus,
the
you are standing directly in front of Mask, and as this cure wounds, you can kind of feel it hit you. The what does your cure wounds look like when it hits other people? Tina. Wait, who is that? That's not Tina.
That's Tuna.
Tuna.
I can't do anything.
Tuna fish.
Oh,
Tuna fish
baby.
sandwich.
My mass cure wounds. A wave of healing energy washes out from a point of my choice. So you see Moxie kind of just go like this, and then you see like what would look like a sound wave come out in the middle of everybody.
Oh, I love that. So
A sick
as
guitar riff.
Yeah, as that Moxie, you feel it move into you. Kolkus, you feel it, you see the sound wave hit you as well. As it washes over Mask, there is a slightly visible string that is going from Moxie to him, not a tangible one, but as it is cured, it moves up into him, and you can see some of his wounds start to close.
Healing wasn't meant for you.
Here, Moxie, like, shit! I don't have any bonus actions, and I'm not going to move, so that's my turn.
It's okay. I super needed it.
All right, next up is Arrow.
Well, I've only got one thing I can do. So just say, I'm really sorry, Moxie. And I'm gonna run up and do my attacks. I moved and then I moved back. Move.
I'm sorry, I was gonna move you. You do it.
Well, if you want me to not move myself, I won't. Sorry.
No, please move yourselves. I just
okay.
was...
I got ahead of myself.
Habit.
I'm going to reckless attack. I've already just making sure I've done everything that I can. Okay, so I'm doing my 3 attacks. Advantage, claws. Remember how many natural 20s I rolled last time? I rolled another natural 20.
Oh, fuck, I'm dead. Kill me.
Yes.
We'll fix it. We'll fix it.
I'll roll my next 2 attacks.
We can fix it.
26.
26 hits.
And 16. I think that misses, right?
That does miss.
Okay. Okay. I've got damage to calculate now. So crit damage. Roll.
While they're doing that, LB, would resistances be resisted to both of us?
It's a good question. Do you want me to tell you the answer? Or...
Well, because Val's gonna give us their damage, and I have no clue if I should put it
yeah,
on here.
so the reading of the spell as it is, when damage is dealt to one of them, the same damage is dealt to the other one.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Just double checking. I think I've done. I think it's 28 points of damage.
Okay.
It feels low, but I think that's right.
Okay.
Even with the crit?
Yeah, does that have the crit damage?
Yeah, I rolled badly
Oh, okay.
on the crit damage, and I'm double checking. It's an extra d6 force damage. Yeah, I rolled really badly on the d6s. I don't think any of them were above a 4. So yeah, 28 points of damage.
Okay.
Moxie's like, fuck. I still like you. Arrow. I get it. It's okay.
Just bruises forming
do
on
it.
Moxie already.
Okay. Yep, we're good. He keeps
and that
concentration.
That is my action. And
You did 2 attacks, right?
I had 3 attacks.
3. Okay. But you hit twice.
I hit twice. Yeah.
Duh.
Sorry. Did you want the damage separately?
No, it's
those?
okay. He rolled high enough to negate both of them.
Okay,
but
gotcha.
yes, initially, yes.
And just to be safe, I'll go ahead and take, just because I want to make sure I stay up at least. I'm gonna take my potion of greater healing to gain another 20 hit points back.
Okay. He didn't like that. So he is going to use a...
Well, we don't care what he thinks.
You can't sip at us. He is going to use another action, another legendary action, his last for the round, and he is going to use sneak attack on you.
Be targeting Arrow.
Yes, Arrow.
I will use my protection to impose disadvantage, so it should be a flat roll
Straight
now.
roll. Okay.
Which means he doesn't
Ooh.
get sneak attack?
Well, the action is called sneak attack, so it's not
it's not actual like
mechanically,
sneak
yeah.
attack. Gotcha.
So that is a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. You're gonna take 30 points of piercing damage, and then you need to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yeah, I'll just take this hit.
I feel like sometimes I look at it and I'm like, I don't want to roll that many dice right now. I'll just take the number that's on there.
Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
It's a 25.
Okay.
29 because you're in my aura.
Oh, right,
Hey,
29.
yo.
And if the DC on this is above a 29, then I have some balance questions.
No. That one is an 18. Okay. All right. End of the round.
Do I take any additional damage? Or...
No additional, just the 30.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. Top of round. It is Mask's turn. What is Mask gonna do?
Die.
Oh no, he's died. Okay. As he looks to the three of you. Oh yeah. Okay, he can do that. To the two of you around him, he's going to kind of chuckle under his mask. It's obviously hard to read what he is thinking or how he's looking physically, but he does start to chuckle, and he says, "Are you willing to kill your friend to kill me?"
Moxie's like, "Fuck yeah, get him, get him."
Yes, and also his additional 5 damage because I forgot 1d6. So just want to throw that out there.
Okay.
Sorry. I knew it was.
I don't know what that means.
The disrespect.
Because I crit on my force damage from my tattoo thing, so I forgot additional 6.
All right.
And Arrow says that, and Mask is like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
This isn't for you. This is for my mom. My mom aunt.
Auntie Mommy.
Auntie Mommy.
Says, "You speak like a fool, and you will die like one." As he
look like a fool. Hot topic.
Yeah.
As you say that, you see the blades from before start to come out of his body and swirl around him as the cloud of daggers returns. Alright, a creature takes 40 damage when it enters the spell area for the first time or on the start of its turn. Yeah. So, on your turns, you guys are going to be in big trouble. And then he is going to shift and shimmy. Nope, it's not going to shimmy. His form shifts and flickers as he shifts into a different position.
Oh, Moxie, he's also a bard. He does a little
He shimmies.
dance.
He's doing a little dance. All right.
I'm killing this guy now.
He could teach you a lot. I mean, he gave you a lot of power already. All right, Talon, you're up.
Oh man. Okay. Let me look where I am. And we don't know which one's real yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Moxie, you're gonna get attacked by this being.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me pull that. Where is that?
Which one?
The one that's Matthias? You remember he summoned a being?
Oh,
Morty.
I thought it was Morty.
Oh, Morty. Sorry, you're right. No, but that is a lair action. That will happen on the lair action's turn. So never mind. Go ahead, Talon.
Val was Matthias.
I was like, Matthias was my character.
I know
yes,
that one.
my apologies.
If Matthias shows up here, then I'm really confused.
It'll be fine. Though. We could kill that little twink, no problem.
No, but can you imagine? He's just like, I don't know how I got here. I'm just
Your luck's run out, kid.
Yeah, take it away.
Well, now that Mask started doing things, Talon assumes that she's gonna have 2 process of elimination. Which one's real again? So she will aim her first attack at the one by the moonbeam and launch an arrow in that direction. An arrow, not the arrow.
I don't think Talon has the strength to throw arrow.
We don't make that joke enough, but it happens every time you say every time you say you fire an arrow.
Sorry, which one are you? Which one are you?
The one in the back, and I rolled a nat 1.
Okay.
For a 12.
The arrow goes wide.
Yeah. And she will
Arrow's not Path of the Drunken Master.
Seeing that one go wide, aims at that one again. And let's hope that this is better. That's a 30.
Hot damn. I wasn't ready for a 30.
Yep.
Yeah, you hit this. Your arrow goes straight through the temple of this image as it passes by. It's not there.
Not there. Talon will yell to everyone to ignore the one in the back and move closer to the one in the middle.
All right.
And I don't know if I have any bonus actions.
Do you don't have like Hunter's Mark or anything like that, right?
No, Hunter's Marker, nothing was up. I was saving my spell slots for other things. So,
Cool.
and I've got magic weapon on my bow currently, so I don't need to use any bonus actions. I'm good. That's it.
Awesome. All right, Moxie, you did take the 33 damage from last round. From getting hit. Okay, cool. I thought you mentioned it. I'm just, lots to keep track of. Okay, lair action. So you guys feel the void sort of rumble for a moment as a little bit of black fog goes up around the feet of all three masks. That'll come up when it comes up, and you're gonna get attacked by this clone, Moxie. +5. Does a 20 hit? A filthy 20. Okay. You are going to take 8 psychic damage. As Mask sort of feels this thing hit him, you can see his hand sort of wave up, and it's going to dissipate. That's not how math works, LB. Come on now. All right. So that, let me get the eraser tool out. That thing's gone. All right. Next up is Alhena.
Time to blast him.
I'm gonna blast him.
I'm gonna blast him. Because I still have Call Lightning. And Talon has said that the one in the back is nothing, so I don't. Oh boy. Do I do the one in the middle? I could technically get the one around Culcus and Arrow without hitting that.
It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Because if it turns
true.
out to be the one in the middle, we got to move over there.
You're right. Let's do the safe one then, Moxie. If this zaps you, I'm sorry. But I'll use my action to Call Lightning on the one in the middle.
Okay.
That Talon is moving towards. That is a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
DC 17.
17 dexterity. You see the lightning pierce into this version of Mask, and it seems to make connection with a physical being.
I love that. So it's gonna be.
I love that for us.
18 lightning damage.
Okay. All right, you're gonna take that 18 damage, Moxie.
Sorry.
That's okay. For the greater good.
And because I have my remembering how to do this, because I have my wild shape up, I can use a bonus action to shoot a little magic-y arrow. Where's my freaking d20? At the same one.
All right.
Since I seem to have made
Are you sure?
purchase. I thought about it, and I've
just to be
decided
sure,
that
you might as well shoot the other one.
There might be 2 of them.
There might.
That's a 24 to hit.
Yes, that does hit.
Ooh, and that's an 8 on the dice, so 8. 13. Shit, what kind of damage is it? Where'd it go? Oh god. Everything's falling apart.
This is from your magic bow,
I've lost
right?
it. So this is from my starry form from my wild shape.
Yeah.
So
just the damage is magical, right?
Yes, the damage is magical. It is radiant damage. I found it. There we go.
Cool. So is it just 8?
8. 13.
13.
I've played Dungeons and Dragons before, I swear.
It's been a couple weeks, guys. I was at Gen Con. I just realized what it was like to be human again, like 5 days ago.
What's that like?
Man,
Wouldn't know.
I did so much deep cleaning today. I rearranged a room. It was great.
Thank you for your
Kolkis.
patience.
Kolkis, you're up.
Okay, I believe I'm in a cloud of daggers.
Yep.
So what do I need to do with that?
You...
Don't I take damage? Some kind?
Yes, but since it's not real him, I didn't determine if that was a thing or not. I think they're just fake here.
Okay.
Oh, spooky.
You see them coming at you and you're like, no, and then they kind of just pass through you.
Illusionary daggers.
Yeah.
Just coming at your face.
Yeah, so with that, Kolkis is gonna kind of nod at Arrow. I'm going to go help keep Moxie safe. Move on over
Not to
her.
flinch, even though I know it's not real.
Yeah, and then for my action, I'm going to move the moonbeam over to the real mask.
Okay. How far is it? Like 60 feet?
60 feet, yep. And I did my concentration checks after he hit me that last time. Still
Cool.
good. So let me roll damage on moonbeam.
Is that at the start of their turn or when they enter?
When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. So.
Oh, so I guess you guys should have also taken the Cloud of Daggers when it formed, right?
If that's how Cloud of Daggers is worded.
It's
I know it's one or
when
the
it enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its yes. So same wording. So yes.
Okay, so then yeah, I'm fine with us doing Cloud
Is
of
that
Daggers
cool?
damage before we knew it was an illusion.
Yes.
Sure.
Before it was an illusion, because when it was cast, it was on him and it was
Okay.
and then he moved and it was an illusion.
Gotcha.
Okay. Good.
I guess it's a good thing nobody attacked this one because we would have noticed when the daggers stopped killing us.
Yes,
Mhm.
yeah. So you guys just
that's
take
true.
6 slashing damage.
Okay, but that would be a spell, so my aura would resist that for us.
Okay, and then I have resistance to slashing damage. Wait, does that stack or do I just get resistance
I think
once?
it
I don't
stacks.
Because that'd be magical slashing, right? Is that different?
No, barbarians are just resistant to all bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
I think it does double up.
Does it double up? So
Yeah, it's half and half.
6 reduced to 3,
3
reduced
versus
to 1.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, and I just to be safe in case I got a nat 1 on my concentration check there, but we're
Cool.
good. Okay,
Thank
so the moonbeam was 14 damage, which means he needs to make a Constitution saving throw to see whether he takes that or half damage.
Okay. Constitution. Yes, he rolled a 25.
Yeah, that's enough. So he'll take 7 radiant.
Okay.
And then that was action.
Bonus action, movement. Do you have bonus action?
Already moved. Bonus action.
And I am down after that last hit.
Oof.
Down
Alright.
to 0.
Tether Essence has stopped. The spell breaks as Moxie hits the floor.
Question: Baldur's Gate rules. Can I throw a potion at Moxie and get her back up, or does that not work? And
It's so in D&D, if you throw a
got this.
potion and it breaks on them, you mark the wet condition, and that's about it.
No.
okay.
Okay, but I
It
think
has to
seeing
be
that.
ingested.
I mean, Morty's right there, so Moxie would know all about that.
Oh, he went.
Hey.
Hey yo!
But I'm
Calm
imagining.
down.
I'm imagining the sequence of events in this was like we realized the mask by us was an illusion. Kolkis starts heading over to Moxie as the moonbeam zips across, gets that mask. Moxie drops as Kolkis gets to her. And then Kolkis is like, I'll take care of her. But yeah, I don't actually have much in the way of a bonus action.
Alright.
So that is my turn.
At the end of your turn, he is going to use a legendary action to cast a spell. Okay, cool. He is going to look towards arrow. And you see his hand sort of, you see him reaching out to you. It starts to glow with a black light behind it, like a little purpley. And as it does, you see it like shift and almost blur as if it's not in focus anymore. Would you please make me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh boy, y'all.
You get stuck in a cage again, I'm gonna lose it.
If I get stuck in a cage again, I'm gonna lose it. I'm just gonna leave the call.
Mhm.
I'll turn my camera off, and y'all can just hang
You
out.
could just lay on the floor.
Okay, wisdom save. I don't have. I'm just double checking. Do I have anything for this? We got a. Do we get a hero's feast? Why am I thinking we got a hero's feast?
You did
We
get a
did.
hero's
We
feast,
did.
yeah.
Do we get advantage? Do I have advantage on this?
I don't remember. I
I
did
don't
not.
remember what hero's
All
feast
wisdom
does.
I think
saving
it-
throws
I'm
with
gonna
go.
advantage.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah.
I was like, I know
Boy,
it's
my
wisdom
brain
something.
is working overdrive today. The fact that I
Get it,
even
get it.
remembered that.
I'm so happy you remembered that.
I know it's not gonna help.
Okay,
but...
so what is it? Immune to poison and frightened. All wisdom saving throws with advantage, and the extra hit points.
Immune
Yeah.
to poison. That means I should get back like 16 hit points.
Immune to
'cause I
poison.
took poison damage at one point.
And Colchis is not near me anymore, so that is just a 15.
Okay. You see something. What is Arrow afraid of?
I mean, nothing right now because I have a hero's feast.
Right, but if you were to be afraid of something, what would it
If I were to be afraid of something,
Burnt food.
be? Oh, it's just a chef
Under
just yelling
seasoned
at
chicken.
Gordon
Boy-
Ramsay
boy-
White
appears.
people
chicken.
chicken. just
Gordon
boiled
Ramsay appears and
chicken.
puts 2 pieces of bread on the side of Arrow's face and calls
It's
him an
Gordon
idiot
Ramsay.
sandwich.
No.
Oh boy.
Gordon Ramsay appears and starts yelling at everybody to get out of the
Yeah.
kitchen.
I mean, I think it would be disappointing their father.
Yeah. So you kind of get disassociated for a second in that this would be a frightened effect, but you cannot be frightened. So you see your father standing in front of you, your mother next to him. They both have a plate of something that you've cooked in their hand, and they're both discussing with each other how terrible it is, and like, this is basic shit. You should have gotten this right. This chicken, it's still pink in the middle. How could you do that? Like, you were using a sous vide. Like, what the hell? You know, like that sort of stuff. It is still affecting you because you failed to save. But right now, that's all you see.
Okay.
Okay. Moxie, you're up.
Moxie's taking a nap, I think.
Make a death saving throw, please.
Where do I even click for that?
It should be, you see how, well,
It's just
I
a
think-
flat d20.
yeah.
Mm,
So if it's,
I'll
Okay.
pop
if
up with
it's,
a button if you're at 0.
I thought it did, but it didn't.
it
has
just
me
says,
check.
yeah, you have to check it. So roll a d20. If it's 9 or lower, it's a fail. If it is, or yeah, and if it's a 10 or higher, it's a save, right?
Can I
No?
use a
Up to 10.
lucky dice for this?
Yes.
Oh, I got a 15.
All right, so you have 1 success on your saving throw. All right. Then at the end of your turn, let's see, who is he gonna? Alhena.
That's me.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it to Alhena because you've been showing him up. You've been finding him out, and he doesn't like that. He's going to use 2 legendary actions to do a biting remark. So please go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, he's gonna try to hurt my feelings.
Yeah,
With advantage, though. So that's good.
Oh, you're
Mhm.
so right.
yeah.
Alright, that's
Plus you have like plus 10 to wisdom, right?
+9, 24.
All right, you make the save. All right, so you are going to take 10 psychic damage from this, as with the save, as he spits out towards you. I'll have to be clever now. Didn't know that was in my contract to be clever. He says to you, "All of your friends will die here in this void, and they will be forgotten, and you can do nothing about it."
Can I retort since I made the save?
Yeah.
I've heard more dramatic lines from Moxie when she's drunk around the campfire.
Good, good. All right,
She
Arrow.
is surpassing you in every way.
Yes. All right, Arrow, it is your turn.
All right. Just ignore mom and dad in front of me, and I'll charge straight at Mask. And just yells like, dude, where'd you get that sword? Spencer's Gifts? Come on. And I'm gonna just punch him twice.
Okay.
3 times. Sorry.
Is it now a requirement that we have to insult him before we
He's
Yeah.
hit him?
insulting
It's
us,
arrows.
so now I'm doing
He's being
this.
nasty.
All right, yeah, I'm just gonna keep on reckless.
Okay.
I want to meet Fantasy Spencer.
Wow, I rolled
Spencer's
2
Gifts.
2s. So that's a 12. I think that misses.
Correct.
That is a 27.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 23.
23
So
damage.
no, sorry, not damage. 2. Those were my 2. I
Oh,
hit
totals.
twice.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you're
that was a
rolling
23 to
recklessly.
hit. So
Good,
those were
good.
just the attacks.
Yeah.
So I hit twice. I'm gonna roll damage. 25. 8. 33 points of damage.
Okay, what's the split?
The split would be it was 11 plus 3, so that's 14 on the first one.
Okay.
And 19 on the second one.
Okay. Cool. I just wanted to make sure for concentration stuff.
Yeah, neither one of them was above a 20
All right.
on their own.
All right. At the end of your turn, the spell that is affecting you, you hear from behind you, both of your parents say, "Such a disappointment." And as they do, the psychic damage comes in.
Oof.
Oof, indeed. 32 points of psychic damage.
Oof. 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 Ouch.
Yeah. As Phantasmal Killer
I am bloody.
upcasted takes effect.
Well, if that's the case, Arrow, was that the end of my turn? That was like
Yes.
after I had. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. I'll do it at the start of my next turn. So that is
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Top of the round. It is Mask's turn.
He's in the moonbeam, so
He is in the moonbeam.
Constitution save, please.
Okay. He is going to use his last legendary resistance.
Okay,
To
changing
save.
it from 11 damage to 5.
Okay. Oh, well. Okay. All right. He... Pull up the thing.
Maybe he's got less than 10 HP left, y'all. Maybe he needed to do that.
Hard to say. He is going to, double checking. At the end of his turn. Okay. He is going to move out of the moonbeam on the other side of Kulkis. And he is going to... oh...
Sorry, I forgot I needed to make a concentration check for Call Lightning, but I succeeded.
Cool. He is going to turn to Arrow from here, and he's going to do an attack. He's going to do a Shadow Blade attack as well. Okay. And he gets this at advantage because he is... You attacked recklessly.
Mhm.
I was just saying, I just really want to crit with him, and I haven't yet, so I did not. But a 21, does that hit?
21 does hit, yeah.
Okay. So you're going to take 9 piercing damage.
Reduced to... Or was that reduced?
No, total. I'll give you the totals. And then you can reduce it.
Okay.
13 necrotic damage. And 9 poison damage.
None poison damage.
None
The
poison.
hero's
None
feast.
poison. Yeah. And then you see as his blade cuts into you, a magical darkness surrounds you. Okay, well that's lovely. Thank you. Can I have the highlighter button? Thank you. You cannot see around you. You, in this square, don't really know how big it is, but for those of you on the outside, it's just covering Arrow. All right. At the end of his turn, he is going to shift to a different position. Next up is Talon.
Okay. Culcus is by Moxie. Arrow's in a dark cloud. Alhena is okay, but not great. Talon is okay, but not great. So she's just gonna go with the immediate threat and try to figure out again which one is real. And her assumption is based on his movement that she's going to assume that he left the one that's right next to Arrow, and she's going to shoot an arrow at the one in the back now. D&D Beyond, why do you hate me? But we're going to try to do this again. Longbow shot. Does the 16 hit? I don't think it does. Oh, that made a really weird noise. A 16 does not hit, right?
You're muted.
Oh,
You're
okay, you're
muted.
muted. Sorry, I was like,
Oh, I'm
listening.
sorry. I was like,
I was
yeah.
looking at you, but then I looked away right as you probably said correct.
Yes, a 16 does not hit.
When that one goes wide, she will shoot another one in that direction. I bet a 15 doesn't hit either. D&D Beyond hates me. We're switching to real dice for the next turn.
Sorry.
And how many, with those failing, how many squares did we decide, or how many feet are the squares?
5.
What's my movement speed? 35. Well, I can get closer to that one. So she will move towards that one for her next turn, trying to eliminate it and yell out sorry, I missed. Because she's like running at this thing in the back, assuming that maybe that's the one now. Hoping that that's the one. And that's the turn.
Okie dokie.
I'm not being helpful today.
Okay.
We're all having a little bit of a time.
Yeah. Everyone's okay. It's gonna be fine. No, I'm not gonna do that. All right. So at the end of your turn, he is going to use a legendary action, 3 legendary actions to use sleight of hand. Talon, you feel your arm like jerk off the bow for a second as the crimson hand is gone from your arm. He takes it in his hand.
The whole ass tattoo?
Oh yeah. He takes it from your hand. Well, he takes it in his hand and he is going to huck it across to
Stealing our shit again.
Yeah. He is going to throw it at you, Talon. And he is going to make...
What a dick.
What a dick. Okay.
Kiva's gonna be so pissed.
Oh, yeah. She's gonna be like, you let him touch it?
Diva just shows up like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, it's so close to a natural 20. You used to be good to me. You're supposed to be good to me. But you're Valrea's dice, so I understand. Okay,
Valrea's
I said.
Yeah, that's right.
Valrea would never.
Valrea would never. But I assume that let's see, dexterity, 27 hits?
Yes.
Okay. No, it would only be a 25. Anyways, so
Either way, that hits.
either way.
Oh no, a 25 doesn't hit. My AC
oh
is actually
no.
26.
Yeah. Blah. It's going to do. Oh, all right, it's right there. Okay, 1d6 or 1d4 plus 6, and then fire damage. So it's gonna do. Oh, not 6 because it's not. It's his bonuses plus 7 plus 3. No, plus 7. So it's going to do 9 piercing damage, and it's going to explode and do 9 fire damage.
And this is the one in the back that threw it at me, right?
Yes.
Okay, the one that I'm moving towards. I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
And as that happens, you can feel the burning as it returns to your arm. Sorry. All right.
She'll yell, "You're going to regret that," as she continues to move forward towards him.
All right. And as you do, you see before you with the lair action, as it goes, there is a small elven figure that stands in front of you, probably about 5 years old. A small little boy as he looks up at you. You recognize the same eyes that you have, he does, except for they're opposite. And as he looks up at you, he takes out a dagger and he's going to try and stab you with it. And he... does a 17 hit? Right, plus 5.
That is my AC.
I'm not even looking at the right page. Yeah, plus 5. Okay, yes. So he says to you as he does... There's so many dice around. He does 12 psychic damage to you. And he says, "You left me with him! He's so mean! Why would you leave me? You don't even want to see me!" And he's just stabbing at you with this little blade. Alright, that's the lair action. Alhena, it's your turn.
So Talon shouted, so I'm gonna assume she's onto something here. So I'm gonna bring down the call lightning on the one in the back.
Okay.
So dexterity saving throw. If that's the live one, the live wire.
The one in the back?
Yeah.
That is a 23.
That'll succeed. It's half the damage. 12. So 18 lightning damage, so halved to 9.
All right. As this lightning bolt hits him, everyone standing around him, and you all are very much looking at him. You see his forms flicker for a moment. The daggers around him and the 2 duplicities shift for a very quick moment as they are flickering in and out. And he, with this lightning hitting him, he is hunched over slightly. Might not be looking too good, guys.
I love that. I'm gonna bonus action shoot a radiant arrow at him.
Do it.
27.
27 hits.
Elena's pissed. It's over this. There's a 7, 10, 11, 12 radiant damage.
Okay, as you throw this radiant, or you fire this radiant arrow towards Mask, is there anything you'd like to say before you take him out?
So Alhena takes a step forward. The bow sort of appears very briefly, sort of glowing blue in her hands for a second, and as she pulls the arrow back. She just looks at him and says, "You must have been so miserable for so long here by yourself. Maybe this will teach you a lesson of friendship."
The arrow pierces into Mask's leather mask on him, and as it does, it cracks. And Talon, as you look up to see, being so close to him, there are human-looking eyes, fine facial features, a very attractive being for all intents and purposes. And as it hits him, his form shifts and falls. The duplicates fade away, the blades fall and fade, and the little being in front of you, tears rolling down its face, also fades as Mask falls into the void and begins to sink into it.
Talon sprints.
Talon, do it now.
Talon sprints as fast as she can towards this void seeping entity.
Mhm.
And as she's running up, she throws down her left arm to summon the blade that Tifa gave her, and just like two hands throws it down and says, "Tifa and Valrea say hi," and just shoves it into his chest.
Yes. You feel the body like shift almost as it latches into it. This blade, the God Killer, just pierces into him, and the blackness around this void not echoes, it bursts out slightly as the floor ripples, and the form of Mask shatters into viscera and bits, the soul completely gone and left from its body. The god is now dead. Moxie is still down.
The sword disappears.
Yes, please make a
Focus.
saving. Oh no, the sword does not. The Shadow Blade is still there. Moxie, please make another saving throw.
I mean, I'd give her a cure wounds.
I want to know if she fails it.
I rolled a 4 that time.
Oh boy, that's all right. Go heal up your friends.
You get 6 points as you're conscious again.
Sweet. Okay, how do I make D&D Beyond do what I want?
I just imagine like
You
Moxie.
cry and pray is how.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was like, oh shit! Is Pop dead or what?
Not knowing what's gonna happen next, I think Alhena is like, because she's very fast, half horse. I think just sort of runs, kind of like scoops up Talon, like throws her on here, grabs the sword, and like circles around to get so everyone's like together. Because I don't know what happens when you kill the god of the damn, the god that's in charge of the void you're in.
Oh. Good point.
Yeah. Talon grabs the sword again. I'm assuming it goes back into her arm.
Yes.
Or okay.
Oh, the God Killer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
is it still out?
No, you can summon it back into your arm. I was talking about
Okay.
his blade. The Shadow Blade is still there.
Oh, that we
Yeah.
grab
Yeah,
for
we're gonna
sure.
grab that.
Yeah, we
We're gonna grab that.
definitely grab that. Yes.
Definitely want his hot topic Spencer's
I
gift.
want his Spencer's gift.
It's the
version
blade from Star Wars, the Dark Blade. I mean, basically, it's a D&D thing, but it is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I
we grab
scoop them
that.
both up.
Yeah. The void does start to shift, and it almost looks like it's draining. Like, you can see this dome around you begin to move away from you as it opens up. And as it does, you see sort of hunched on the outside, Haji is standing there with his bag, and that is very empty. But he's kind of just like, all right, did you do it? You did it! You did
Time
it!
to go.
Right, okay. He kind of runs over to you guys. Oh, that was brilliant.
Talon grabs the golden potato.
Oh, I'm starving. Is that for me?
No. Hold on. And activates the golden potato.
You activate the potato.
Forgot about the potato.
I've
Go-
been waiting to do this. so sorry.
Can you do me a favor, roll a D100?
Yes.
I have no memory of this potato. What is it? Is it our way to get out of here?
Yes.
Yes. 28.
Okay, you're good.
Okay.
What are you saying to the potato?
Panicked. She's not the one who usually talks. She goes, Mask is dead. Yeah, get us out of here.
You hear back. What's the phrase? What's the safe word?
Oh,
Do you want me to remind
what
you?
beings can what beings can plane shift?
All right, hold on to your butts. And as he said that, you feel the void slipping away, and as it does, really what comes out of it is just kind of a white floor. There is no shine to it. It is just like a matte, flat surface. And as this portal opens up before you, the demiplane is revealed as what it was meant to be, which is just an empty space, not taken over by the void. But you see in front of you the portal open back to your ship and all of your companions outside.
Moxie just starts hobbling towards the
Yeah,
portal.
Colchis will, probably lift her up and then be
Scoop her.
like, "Do you want to be
Thank
carried or do you want to
you.
walk,
Do you want
Hell yeah,
uppies?
carry me. Give me a
princess or fireman?"
fireman.
Fireman. Of course, Moxie goes fireman.
Oh
right.
shit, we're alive.
I would grab Arrow out of the
Arrow's
the
still in the dark.
cloud.
Yeah,
Did we win?
there's
Yeah.
a lot of
What's
shaking
going
going on.
Guys,
Grab,
guys, I'm
sort
in the
of
void again.
grab it through the cloud.
I'm also
Something's
Arrow
trying to
on.
grab me. Please help me.
Oh.
It's me. It's me. It's me. It's me.
Father
It's
help.
fake Alhena.
Father help.
You guys jump through the portal as he closes it behind you. You see everyone on the ship in front of you looking at you expectantly. Like Avery says, "Okay, everyone, tell me who your god is."
Lyra.
Valdrea.
For the Blood Queen.
Mom.
Mask. That was a mind fuck.
What?
Yeah, well, I thought Pop Pop was Asmodeus, but he brain fucked me, and it's Mask. That was my grandpa. We killed my grandpa just now, but I'm okay with it.
It's okay. We can get you a new one.
Okay. Wow. All right. So he's dead for sure. For sure dead.
Super dead.
Yeah, shattered into viscera all over the place.
And how did you kill him? Oh, and he like pulls up your arm and he gets kind of close to it. And he's like, "Where did you get this?"
One-time use gift from the Blood Queen.
Whoa. She sounds awesome.
Yeah, she's really cool.
You see Haji kind of pull his bag over something. He's like, "Right, not to be like, picky, but I haven't eaten in probably like 50 years. I could use a snack."
Yeah,
hi,
I'll get something.
Haji.
I'll get something cooking. Arrow like stumbles towards the kitchen.
Cucumber water.
Oh,
Just
you
cure
have
wounds.
some.
There's just like a big vat, like I just have, like one of those like sangria tubs,
Yeah.
like full of cucumber water that we had prepared.
Fuck yeah. And he just like undoes the lid and just starts downing it. It kind of like pours on him a little bit as he starts to drink. Avery like kind of is still like turns to you, Moxie, and just says, "Okay, so Mask is your dad, right?
My
He's
grandpa.
your god. Right,
Yeah.
sorry. Good. Okay.
That would have been even worse.
Yeah.
So did he give you anything?
Oh, my dark mark? Is that still there?
You have a mark. He gave you a mark?
Yeah.
Okay, can I see it?
Sure. Max just pop.
Titties out and everything. No.
Yep.
He looks at it and he goes,
We're used to it.
"Yeah. Oh shit. Okay.
What?
Well, Masks is known for having backup plans on backup plans. That's why he made you, right? So like I mean, I guess to be fair, there could be other offsprings out there. But this, and he like points to the bark and says, this is like a Horcrux.
Oh, I read that book.
So do I have
I
to
wasn't a fan.
Okay,
die now, or?
I know this is important, but why do, in that book, why do magical people who can like teleport and shit use owls to communicate?
Because a bad person with bad ideas wrote it.
Yeah. We don't like the author.
That's right.
Hatsune Miku?
Yeah. Listen,
Who wrote
Hatsune
those
Miku has
books?
made better. I answered the question wrong. My god is Hatsune Miku.
There you go.
Anyway, sorry.
Oh my god, a cleric of Hatsune Miku.
I'm making. I'm sorry. Arrow's not coming back after our finale.
We've
here.
got a
I'm
new
coming back
idea,
with a
baby.
Cleric of Hatsune
Cleric of
Miku.
Hatsune Miku.
Would that just be Lyra again?
Oh, I bet they're buds, huh?
Oh, they totally
Is
would
Hatsune
be.
Miku like a
An
divine
aspect of Lyra?
avatar? Yes, an
Yeah.
aspect of Lyra.
But it's the most
Oh.
devout, like paladin, but every piece
It's-
of armor
yeah.
is branded with Hatsune Miku on
Just
it,
her
like
face,
yeah.
like
yeah.
car
The big
wraps,
pigtails.
essentially. Yeah, big helmet
Oh.
that has the pigtails on it,
Yeah,
going,
yeah.
that like
Oh
go
my
down
God.
to their feet.
I love this character.
Pull one of them off. It's like a lance.
Ah,
Yes.
I'm sorry. This is the best character idea we've collectively ever had.
She's
Anyways.
definitely wandering around the Feywild somewhere, right?
What,
Can I
what on earth is this
can I
tangent?
borrow this?
Yeah. So anyways, so he's like, okay, so I'm gonna have to research how to get rid of this. I mean,
Okay.
I could try something. Like I can theoretically I can cast every spell, God being Mistra, but if it's of a higher level than I currently am able to, I might have some problems with it. So I think it would be beneficial for us to take care of this as soon as possible. We can either do that with me trying this, or we can go to Mistra and she can deal with it.
I mean, I feel like you trying it. Am I gonna die if it goes?
No, but it might. I mean, wild magic is pretty wild. At least we're in an enclosed space. You know, like we're not in the middle of a city or something.
Just fuck it, do it. I want this out of me. I'm kind of pissed that it's here now.
Okay. Just
Is there anything we can do to help?
yeah. Would you guys mind giving me assistance with this?
Of course.
Yes.
Okay.
Arrow leans out from the
fine.
kitchen. Do you need me? I really can't.
You keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Okay.
Pokes their head out.
You know what? I know that we're going. You guys said you had to go pick up people, but can we just go to the space between planes, or to the material plane, so that you guys can commune with your gods if you need to sort of give us a bit more power on this? Because I'm sure they want this taken care of as well.
Material plane it is. Jenna?
Right, okay. She kind of like yells down to Bartholomew. Take us to the material plane! Somewhere isolated, please. The ship
Sounds nodding. Yes.
the ship whirs to life as another portal is formed in front of it. Avery is kind of like getting everybody in place, standing around Moxie, and as the ship moves through the portal, it is over a large ocean. He goes, okay, so wait a second, and then you see him take out some money and like go to the side of the ship and like throw it in there and go, okay, just in case. I don't really want to piss off any other gods right now, okay? We are in the ocean. Okay. Everybody, hold hands, please. You guys all take each other.
You need me for? Okay, I'm coming.
Yes,
Hold
okay,
on.
please,
Just
please,
keep
yes.
that- well, just keep stirring.
Am I in the middle or am I holding hands?
You are in front of Avery, and he is going to place his hand like on your, like just below your neck. And he is going to attempt to cast this spell. How is everybody helping in this scenario?
I imagine Talon is probably next to Avery, putting, like, he's got his hand on Moxie's chest. She'll probably put her hand on his shoulder, and before she grabs like Alhena's hand, she will cut herself with the crimson hand really quickly. And just like the blood like dripping down her arm as she's like holding Alhena's hand.
Yeah.
To commune with Tifa.
You do this, and as you do, you feel the blade vibrate slightly in your hand as the blade on your left side, the God Killer, fades. Now that you're on the material plane, the Crimson Hand seems to accept this blood as payment, and Tifa is with you. Everyone else?
Alhena's going to, with the little amount of magic she has left, I guess, holding on to Talon and whoever's on the other side of her, is going to try to channel like one of her healing spells, because it's kind of what she associates Valrea with, is like light and healing and stuff. And so it's going to try to like channel that through everybody kind of into Moxie.
All right. Yeah, you feel your healing powers moving through both of your hands, and as you close your eyes to sort of commune with Valrea, the staff on your back begins to glow as Valrea is giving the blessing on this.
I haven't gotten to use this before, and I can't imagine other times I would. Colchis is going to cast Plant Growth, because I have that from my domain. And I'm doing the one action explosive growth thing, so I think maybe there's like a seed somewhere, because like I don't know how many plants we have around, but like basically plants around us. Well, it's 100-foot radius becomes thick and overgrown, but I think there is more focus and effort put into this to like make it tasteful and like not controlled, because that would be kind of not antithetical, but against it, but like not so much that's like, well, we're all like caught up in vines now.
Just in a big hedge, like oh no.
Yep.
Yeah, you do this, and as you do, the plants that grow out around you, there is sort of like a small explosion of petals that start to fall down. I'm gonna do this because it's funny, but it is a very serious moment. You guys hear in the distance a le 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 as the song of Lyra.
Shakira, she's here.
She's here with us. Bless Shakira.
All right, Arrow.
So Moxie's in front of us, right? Like between, like in the middle of all this. Well, I mean, Arrow doesn't have anything, no magic or anything. Just like the only divine thing they have is this little spice pouch. So just reaches into that, and the one thing they can think of is like it's in a lot of cultures is known for purifying. So just takes out a handful of salt and just like sprinkles it down on
yes,
Moxie.
you do. And as you do, you see the flowers that have started to move around this group and fall down. There is also a fresh scent of cinnamon and clove and all of these nice flavors that are permeating through the air as you feel that Shivanti is there as well. And as this goes, Avery saying some words and invoking the might of his god, you see his eyes begin to glow a bright white blue as the words from his mouth also expel a light, and as it does, it moves from his mouth. You can see it, the light moving down his hand and onto his arm and into his hand as he casts wish to burn this out of you. And as Moxie, the light reaches you, you can feel it literally burning from the inside out. At first, it's very abrasive, it's very painful, but as it moves out in these veins that have poisoned your body, the mark is gone and you are left with a light feeling of probably an easiness of breath. A weight has been lifted off you as the mark of mask has been removed.
So I don't think I can Misty Step anymore. And Moxie tries it. You see her like, shit. Well, that's
Sure,
worth
you
it.
can learn.
Yeah. I don't mean to sound disappointed. Thank you, everybody. It's just kind of hard because, like, I don't have a patron god anymore. And I feel
Sure,
like
anybody would be happy to have you.
Oh boy, yeah, you're gonna be getting a lot of offers. Just choose wisely, okay?
Oh, sweet.
Don't
Okay.
sign any contracts without letting me read them.
Okay.
Yeah, and to be fair, I mean, you existed a long time without one, right?
I know, but like, if we ever get together again, you know, and hang out, we can talk about our gods. I don't want to talk about gods. Moxie is also experiencing extreme FOMO from missing when Talon stabbed Mask and like saw little particles disappear. She's kind of bummed about that too. But that's all.
I mean, I bet Lyra would be super pumped to have you.
What about Asmodeus? Like real Asmodeus?
You could try. He might be amused by, you
The
thinking he
story.
was your grandfather all this time, but
Just invite him out for drinks, have a conversation, see if you have the same vibe.
I mean, it
Yeah,
doesn't
he could
hurt
be your
to
daddy.
We can
ask.
speed date.
Oh.
You can like speed date.
God,
Gods.
speed date. Yes.
Sold. So this negative turned into a real big positive for me, I feel like.
And I mean, you said
Helen
like,
looks at Avery and is like, "Can you tell that humor is how we deal with trauma?"
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Just didn't want you to be alarmed. The rest of the
No,
crew
no,
is
no.
like used to that by now. We're not making light of the situation. We all know how serious this all was, but
yeah.
like,
No,
you know,
I mean,
this is
I knew
shallow
you
just
guys.
how we
humor.
handle things.
I knew you guys before you were cool, so.
So, so what are we doing with Edgelord's sword?
Oh
yeah.
I mean, it's not. He kind of looks over it. You see him cast a spell over it to detect its magical properties. It's like it's a really powerful sword. It doesn't seem to have any lingering effects from mask. So, I guess
What
if
kind of
somebody
sword is
wants
it?
to use it, it is the Shadow Blade.
I mean, like long sword, great sword,
Oh.
great sword, great sword, great sword.
I think it's a.
I don't think it's a great.
I don't think it is, but
It
Say
is.
the word greatsword one more time.
great sword.
Is it the martial weapon?
I'll have to look it up. I think it's just a long sword or a great sword.
in either of those cases, it would be martial.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just put it away for now, and we'll deal with that later.
It's a
Can I hold on
katana.
to it?
It's a katana.
Sure.
It is.
That's
He was such an edgelord.
he was
Yeah.
such- Well, nobody's gonna use it because nobody here ever caught dead carrying a katana around.
Moxie
you can-
would.
If you guys want to, Avery offers to take it. It's a very powerful magic item, and he could, it would be in safe hands with his goddess.
Also sell it for a lot of money.
You probably could.
Yeah, Avery, if you ever get rid of it, I think I want it because it is part of my heritage, but I think it'll be safe with you and kind of a thank you for helping us out here.
And if Mister
Thanks.
doesn't know what to do with it or how to deal with it, I'm sure she does because it's a magical item. But I'm sure Tifa can keep it safe in her domain.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like a powerful magic item. If it falls into the wrong hands, then somebody could use it to do a lot of damage. But if one of you guys want it to use it,
Moxie, do you want to keep it?
I mean, can I?
sure.
I mean, I feel like it's
Yeah,
It's
but-
literally like your
Yeah,
daddy, your
it's like
grand
your family
granddad.
sword.
It's like a
your
family heirloom.
sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all other than the circus and my immense wealth. That's all I have from.
I can definitely teach you how to use it.
Yeah.
If you
Can I
want to,
have it? Moxie's like perking up again.
I'll give it to Moxie.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm brushing up on my sword skills with my pops. So if you want to like get in on that,
yeah, I want to
yeah.
practice with you.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Okay.
everybody.
Moxie becomes a
Well-
Valor Bard.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, I gotta go talk to Mistra, but It's good to see you guys.
I guess tell her we said hi and
Yeah, tell her
we
that
didn't fuck
we're-
it up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Make sure she knows that we did
Yeah.
not fuck it up. Because she was very clear that we shouldn't. And
Yeah.
she's scary.
Yeah, I think honestly this was probably going to do a lot for her trust in you guys, especially with what's coming up. So
she's on our side. Officially.
What's that mean with what coming up?
The
war.
war, I assume.
Oh fuck! I thought we were done with the war. What was all this about then?
It's just the opening moves to get the pieces in place.
Well, I
It's,
definitely want
the
the
first
Shadow Blade then.
moves on the chessboard.
yeah, we're not sure who's pulling the strings, but with Mask out of the way, I think, and with Tifa on our side, you know, we've got all the pieces going in the right direction. But I only know a fraction of what's going on. I do not have the capacity to understand as much as my god does.
You do.
Well, we're going back to oh no, Waterdeep.
We're going
Waterdeep, right? My
No,
brain was
well-
like Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Baldur's Gate. We're going
Let's
to
see what's
Baldur's
happening
Gate,
there.
right? We're going to Baldur's
No,
Gate.
no.
It's
Here's some
just-
Alright, everyone
wild
boot
things
up the
happening
game.
in
God, I have the
Baldur's
brain
Really
rot.
hot elf.
I-
that we
my
all
brain
need
is
to hang out with.
Completely
No.
rotted. No, we're
Avery does continue the trend of Mistress Champion just being a dumbass.
Yeah.
Avery, you remind me of my ex-boyfriend Gail.
I'm right in the middle of Gale's storyline. We can't talk about it right now. We're going back to Waterdeep, so if you ever find yourself not floating in the void of space, come find us.
Yeah, I got a lot of work to do still, but
Are you also supposed to go to Neverwinter?
no. No.
Okay.
I gotta go back to my mistress's plane.
Oh, we gotta go to Doom Space, don't we?
Yeah, to pick up Jacob. I'm imagining you don't want to go there with us.
No, I'm just gonna pop out here.
Okay.
All right.
Hopefully
if
we
you
see
guys
you
need
again.
anything,
Yeah, thanks again.
You have the potato.
I have the gold potato.
Okay.
Hands it
Oh.
to Arrow.
If I hold this, I'll take it. Can we mark it so I don't cook with it?
It's gold.
You will not be able to cut it.
It's
I
literally
guess
gold.
unless you use
literally
a
metal.
magic blade.
Try me.
We
Maybe
have so
we-
many magic blades.
Yeah.
Can I take it back? Can I take it back?
I might
from
be
Arrow?
literally the
Hannah was
only
just trying to play
person without a
matchmaker,
magic
damn.
blade.
Yeah.
So it's probably safest with me.
Yeah, so, if you need anything, his eyes, dart to Arrow for a second. Just
We'll
give
have
me a
Arrow
call.
call you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I mean, we'll just sell, call.
Take the fucking potato, Arrow.
Yeah. Arrow's putting the pieces together now.
Mhm. Okay. I'll see you guys later. He, gives you a wave, puts his mask back on, the golden mask, and his form sort of, shifts and pulls out of existence, and he is gone.
I just want to say that when we met, I think we were still cooler than Avery. I don't know why he said that. He was such a dweeb.
I know.
Yeah.
Super cute. Very smart. But
Not
this is the most
cool,
social I've ever
though.
seen him. No, absolutely not. So holy shit, guys, we survived.
Yeah, we killed a god.
I just sit down.
Just
I feel like I should make.
Sit
collapses on
down.
the deck.
I feel like I should make something special tonight.
Ooh, like jalapeno poppers?
I'm sorry, did someone say jalapeno poppers?
Yeah, Moxie, jalapeno poppers.
Yes.
I'll get that. Everybody, just give me one thing you want. I'll just make it all. How about that?
I love it.
Can we just sit down for 5 minutes?
Right. Do you want to go back to the party whale if it's still there?
Yeah, we have to get Jacob.
Yeah.
Let's do that first and then we can relax.
All right. You see Jenna gives a nod, turns, and Haji's right there. And you see her demeanor sort of shift as if she is looking at a celebrity, and she's like, by the way, Haji, I just want to say that I've heard so many stories about you, and I like to meet you in person and to be a part of the team that has come to get you. And it's just like, it is so incredible. And Haji goes, all right, thanks, I appreciate that. Sorry, who are you? She's like, oh, sorry, my name is Jenna Pondan. I am Jacob's niece. And Haji goes,
And the captain of the ship.
right, and the captain of this fine vessel that has rescued you. And he goes, no, you're not. You were this high. You were just a baby. Oh my god. Nope, he wouldn't know that. Just kidding. That was 50 years ago. She was not alive. He's like, oh, Jacob's little sister. Oh, nope, wrong voice. I'm just barely, no. Oh, right.
Listen, he's been in the void for a long
Yeah.
time. His brain is
Listen,
mush.
he doesn't even know who he is right now.
Jacob, he's just like, Jacob had a sister? Oh, all right. Well, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for rescuing us. And, yeah, you mind if I eat everything in the kitchen? And she goes, oh yes, of course, whatever you want. Take whatever you want. We're going to Bartholomew, we're going to the doom space
Ask
now.
Arrow first before you eat anything.
Yeah, just if you're going, just I'll go with you. I can show you
Right.
where everything is. Just
All
don't
right, you
touch.
better hurry up. I haven't eaten in a long
All
time.
right, I'm going.
Make him a cheeseburger.
You just hear from the, no!
It's like
No
Pops, you wanna make a
cheeseburgers.
cheeseburger?
No!
He
It's
just
just
goes
like
on a
Somewhere Arrow's
rampage.
dad starts
Yeah.
twitching.
Angry dad sounds from downstairs.
All of the beef just gets thrown overboard, and we don't know how.
The door just like
Yeah.
closes like a garage door.
You guys,
slowly.
they're going to make your way to
And somebody
Doom
turns the
Space.
air conditioner up because they think we have it down too low.
But we're gonna take our break because it's about halfway. Thank you guys for hanging
Woo.
out so far. We're gonna be back in 5 to 10 minutes and maybe wrap everything up. Not too much left to do. We'll be back. See ya. Hello, everybody. Welcome back from the breaks. I hope you had a good one and stretched and did all the things you needed to. We are back. The ship is going to rip back through into the astral sea, and as it does, you guys see before you Doom Space, and the party whale is in full effect, still outside of the Thunderdome. As we have been calling it. And yeah, you guys are gonna park and party for the night, or are you gonna go grab Jacob first, or what do you guys want to do?
We have to reunite Jacob and Haji.
Yeah, that
gotta
takes
get
We
Jacob.
priority.
have to before we,
Yeah.
and then we can go.
And then we can make the party about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Haji will approach you guys and be like, right, so, like, I know he's not older, but, and I know that I'm not older, but, like, do I look alright? Like, I
Kind of like
haven't s-
straightens his collar a little bit.
Do we have a shower on the ship? Like,
Yeah.
when was the last time this man showered?
I mean, he hasn't really needed to. He's been sustained by the void, so...
I forgot I said water genasi. I got one free casting of create or destroy water. Create water.
Let's
Oh.
get in, getting cleaned up. I'm sure
Clean up
Moxie's
his
got a little
robes.
hair product somewhere.
Well,
Moxie will zhuzh him up.
Zhuzh him up.
Yeah, we get him all
Somebody
zhuzhed up.
Yeah, rebraids his long
Rebraids
braid.
his hair. Yeah.
Mhm. All right.
Talon rebraids his hair for him.
All right. Just gonna
Leaves
be
a
like-
couple sexy strands out.
Oh, he's no.
Right on
He
the
did-
cheekbone.
He has his hair is like it. He is bald to here, and
Oh,
then
okay.
it's just in the back.
Ah, okay.
Just the braid. Let's not
Just
do
the
that.
braid.
That would look like a comb over.
Yep,
Yeah.
that would look sad.
All right, you guys move back into the large dome. Let me pull that up again so I have it. Doom space, Vokath's base. You are able to work your way, talk to the guards, and find your way back to Vokath's chambers. You bring the item back to him, I assume. he thanks you for it and snaps his fingers, this large blue being, and you hear some giggling from down the hallway as the door, one of the side doors opens, and there is Jacob surrounded by 3 women, and he's kind of just laughing like, hey, you called me back, bud? What is it? And there's like a pause, and the girls are like laughing, and they kind of look at him and like look at what he's looking at, and Haji kind of just like straightens up a little bit, and he's like, what? Hello? Long time no see, eh? And Jacob kind of just like drops his arms and like takes a step forward, and then they both just sprint at each other and like embrace in a hug. Jacob is crying, and Haji's like, oh, I never thought I'd see you again. I thought once I went into the void I would be a demiplane and just by myself, and then they killed Mask, and I didn't even know you could do that. And it's just, and you look amazing, dude. You just like, you're so tan, and you're so good. And Jacob's like he kind of just takes Haji's face in his hand, and he like, they put their foreheads together. He's like, shut up, dude. I'm just so glad to see you alive. And there's like, they have this moment as Vokath is just sitting there, and he kind of just rolls his eyes as he lets it happen. Jacob takes Haji and like pulls him onto his shoulder in a hug, and he looks at the rest of you guys, and you can see just like just ugly crying as this man is hugging his best friend, and he just like kind of mouths to you guys, thank you. And he like pulls Haji away and is like, all right, so there's a dope ass party going on the whale. Am I good to go, dude? And Vokath kind of like sighs and like shoos him away. And Haji's like, right, I forget what alcohol it tastes like. And Jacob goes, you what? Okay, we needed to get this man a shot right now. And he starts like leading him past you guys. He's like, thank you guys, thank you so much.
We'll have fun. Stay hydrated. You know, that's important too. But otherwise, we'll see you back on the ship in the morning. Whatever passes for morning around here.
Yeah.
You need to get that man laid.
I think
Which
they're going
one?
to go work on that, Talon.
Yeah.
I think Jacob seems like he's been busy.
A bit. Yeah, you guys, they're gonna go off and party. Is there anything you guys want to do right now?
I think for once, Moxie just wants to like go and lay down and relax.
Right.
I think Arrow takes out 3 bottles from their bag and puts one. It's like regular alcohol, party alcohol, relaxing, tea. You pick.
Talon grabs party alcohol to everyone's surprise.
Be slow with that. You're gonna smell color for a while, and then
Wait, I
things
didn't
will
know
kind
that
of
was
edit
gonna
out.
happen.
Yeah, just like go slow.
I changed my mind. And as soon as Talon's done, she grabs it. Moxie grabs it from Talon. I want to smell colors.
You guys are gonna
We're
go off
all
and
tripping tonight.
Hey, yo, are there any scenes you guys want to do on the party whale?
It would just be drunk Moxie playing music and amusing people. That's all my scene is.
Yeah. I think Moxie inadvertently ends up... So there is a tower on this party whale owned by a wizard who is the DJ, and that is what's, like, making all of the music throughout the whole party whale. I think you inadvertently, like, get to talking with him, and, like, you become best friends throughout the night, and he lets you DJ a little bit as you are as you are partying. All right.
I think somewhere Colchis is like, he's taken off his armor and is in like some of his, you know, more casual clothes, but it's like partying and is basically trying to proselytize a bit about Lyra just to anyone who hears it. It's like, the universe is safe for another day. We're here, we're alive, we're having a good time. And just seeing where that gets him in the evening.
MC Colchis.
Just the hype,
Everyone-
man.
Everyone is so into this. Like, you're like, praise Lyra, and everyone goes,
Well,
woo!
it's like, what are the rules for carousing during downtime? That's basically what Colchis is doing.
A rule set I've literally never used.
It's one of the first rolls I ever made in a D&D game and got a 100 on the D100.
Would you? I don't know that rule, but if you want to roll for it, go ahead.
Yeah, it's in the DMG somewhere.
Yeah, so carousing is a default downtime activity for many characters. Yeah, okay, so this is from Xanathar's, it looks like. Okay, that seems less fun. Lower class carousing. Oh no, these are complications. Here, I'll just roll a persuasion check because that's what it said to roll.
Roll at
almost
advantage
in that
because
20.
Okay, I was gonna say you are with a bunch of people who are very interested in the god.
Okay, so that
party.
is a dirty 20.
All right. Yeah, you get quite a few people who are honestly actually willing to like follow you and like come with you back to wherever you're going, like like the party buses in the 70s. If that is something you want to do.
My God, is Colchis getting a cult?
I think Colchis will tell them, like, this is where you can find me on the material plane. You have a good time here, but if you want to come and continue your worship, this is how you'll find me.
I did
Oh
find
my
the table in the
God.
DMG if you guys are interested for the future.
All right.
I think at one point Talon will pull Alhena aside with some bolstering from the party alcohol. And just say like, can I talk to you for a second?
Oh yeah, sure.
This isn't just the alcohol talking. I'm just kind of riding a high from the fact that we just killed a god and none of us are dead, which I for sure thought that one of us was going to be. But I just wanted you to know that I don't see a future for me that doesn't include you in it.
Oh,
Like I know you chart the stars and you go different places, and I want to go with you wherever that is.
you want to go with me?
Wherever it is that you end up.
I guess remind me to thank Arrow for the party alcohol, because that saves me the trouble of asking.
So the feeling's mutual.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I just didn't want us to like get done with this and then like go our separate directions, because I don't see a direction that doesn't include you.
I would love to have you with me.
Well, wherever you go to chart the stars, in your mission, I will follow. And so will Root.
Oh, good, because that that's really what I was going to ask after.
Well, I mean, he is a little finicky, but
Root.
as long as we feed him, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Okay.
So wherever we go after this, after we drop off, Taji and Jacob and Elcor meets us in Neverwinter, and we figure out what the gods want from us next. If they want anything, if we're just done now, then I just want you to know that I'll go with you.
We'll go together.
Okay. Great party.
Yes,
Yeah.
kiss.
Doesn't cheapen the moment. I think Colchis appears at that moment, just like, now kiss! And then like wanders on.
Alina starts laughing.
And you hear screaming
mean-
from the tower because Moxie happened to zero in.
On the
We
microphone.
we can't. I mean, Colchis will be devastated if.
Oh no, we have to. And just pulls Elena in for a kiss.
Yeah.
Bow, bow, bow.
They're just roommates.
2 seasons later.
2 seasons later, they realize they're in love.
I love it. Gorgeous moment. You guys end your evening wherever you end up. Back on the ship. Haji and Jenna and Jacob are just sitting around talking. Actually, most of the crew has gathered around and is hearing stories and listening to, you know, what everyone's been through and where they came from. Haji's getting filled in on all of the things that have happened over the years that he's been gone. He's very shocked, but not surprised, I guess, that Valrea has become a god. And he does ask about Solstice, and Jacob says, I don't know, we split up, and I heard that they found Elcor, and they were told that maybe, I don't know, maybe he might have died, and that's why Valrea didn't ask them to go get her, or go get him, so, I don't know. But we'll see what we gotta do in Neverwinter, so, yeah. Guys all come back a raucous and partying and bring joy and drinks to those on the ship. Everyone gets a great night's sleep unless there's any scenes that we want to do on the ship. All right.
The only thing I had, who's the guy in charge of the place again? What was his name again?
The
Volcath?
the
Volcath?
Thunderdome?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Arrow just spends like a good portion of that somehow found their way up into his office again. And it's like in the fish tank talking to him. Like Arrow's in the fish tank, like in the water, just like floating there and talking to him and just like, so hear me out. Cooking competition. But you also have to fight the thing that you want. So like you have like the secret ingredient thing, but you like the chefs like fight it and then they cook it in front of the audience. You do that here at the Dome and you just get all in one and you like broadcast all of it. Yeah. You know, I like
right. Well, it's
like
an
an Iron
interesting
Chef
concept. Yes, it would give the one who defeated the creature an advantage if they did it quick enough.
Yeah,
Then they would have more
like,
time to cook.
Yeah.
Yes, and we'd be able to lure in people if they bring in specific items and creatures for this combat. I wouldn't have to keep the ones that I have.
Exactly. You do it in like a tournament style, and like the victor, like has to win against other people and stuff. You do like a whole thing with it. It could be just like a big thing. Everybody would love it. I'm just saying.
I find your candor intriguing. I shall
call
let this
it
in.
The Hunger Games.
Oh. An interesting title for an interesting game. If I do intend to do this, should I forward the checks to Arrow of...
Oh.
Where would I send your fee?
Yeah, just I don't know where we're going, but I don't have a card on me. I do have this potato, but I don't think you can call me with it. I think it's just connected to the other potato. Just send it to Arrow in like Neverwinter or something. I think that's where we're going. It's Neverwinter. Always
Let me
summer.
just... And he
Is it always winter in Neverwinter? I don't really get that.
As you are speaking, you see him kind of like roll his eyes, but he takes a vial and takes a bit of the water that is part of you and puts it away. I will find you, do not worry. Enjoy your time in the tub. Just make sure not to eat any of my fish.
Oh no! Arrow's like using one of the bigger fish like as like kind of a pillow. Like imagining like a big catfish on the bottom, catfish like on the bottom tank. It's just like laying there.
All right.
Anyway, that was all I wanted to do. I just had that thought.
I love that. I'm gonna make a note of that for season 2 or season 3. Arrow
gets so
fucking rich.
But Arrow never thinks to go and collect their earnings.
Yeah.
Well, it's like it doesn't change it. Arrow's got like a ton of money, but just uses it to like like takes out just a couple of gold pieces to like get to is like there's this huge trust fund now and Arrow doesn't use like any of the money.
All right. The rest of the night passes, and you all awaken in various states of being okay or not okay from this party. Luckily, you have the good time, fun burner of lay on hands to cure all diseases. So Kulkis can lay on hands anyone who needs it, and I think Jacob and Haji have been talking all night. They're both super eager to go see Elcor again, and I think, Elhana, you get a lot of your ear pulled as they're asking about Valrhea and what she's up to and what she's like, and like they're excited to like they don't think that they can commune with her in any way, but like they just want to know more about where she is and what she's doing. And Tifa as well, Talon. They're like, you know, she was like the broody one of the group, super sassy, never knew if she was being serious or not, but they're like kind of stoked that two of their friends are now gods in all of this. All right, I assume you guys tell them, and as the ship...
Alhena will share some stories that she can.
Okay. Bartholomew tells Jenna that the timing of their return to the material plane is very close to your deadline, so it would not be beneficial for them to go back to Port Pondon first. They should make port in Neverwinter, for them to get an idea of, you know, for you guys to do what you need to do in the right time frame. So the ship is ready to go. They open a portal, and you guys see before you the material plane as it makes its sorry. As you make your way through a sprawling city before you, bigger, taller than Waterdeep. Have any of you been to Neverwinter before?
I'm sure Talon passed through. Like, yeah,
Moxie
same way, but different, different reasons.
It's a large city enclosed by a large wall. The edge of the city is on the water as a river flows through it, and there is a tall, spiring castle that is right on the edge of the river towards the bay, that has beautiful flying flags. The ship moves down and lands on the water at a dock, and you guys have now officially ported in Neverwinter. This space is bustling. There's a lot of people here. They don't seem to be too bothered by a flying ship that has just come in. It's kind of just another day for them. But what would you guys like to do now that you're in Neverwinter?
Why are we in Neverwinter? I think this is like before Colchis and Arrow joined. What's going on in Neverwinter?
Sorry, this is like the first thing Valrhea told us to do.
It's our like final meeting spots once we have everyone together.
The whole reason they recruited us is to like go get their friends, and then we were supposed to bring their old party to Neverwinter. That was like the spot.
Gotcha.
Okay. You start to move into the city of skilled hands, the Jewel of the North. It's a bustling metropolis. It is, like I said, probably about the same size as Waterdeep, just taller. There's a lot more elevation to it, different levels of the city. And Alhena, as you're walking, well, I guess those of you around Alhena as you're walking, Jacob and Haji are there with you, and Alhena, those of you around, the staff that Valrhea gave you and is on your back, there is a faint glow to it, and as Alhena is kind of moving around, it seems to brighten as she faces a certain point.
Oh, it's a compass now.
It's a lot of things.
I'm out of a job.
No one could ever replace you.
You use this staff as a
Figure
tuning
out where to
fork.
go.
Yeah. Go ahead and somebody make me a survival check to sort of maneuver your way through this city.
Got it. That's a 27.
Hey, yo. Okay. So,
She's been here before.
Yeah. As Elhain is pointing around, you're able to sort of determine which way it's brighter and to what level it is brighter, so you can move through. You're going to go across the bridge towards the castle and move your way, towards the northern part of the city. There's a small lake that is part of it, and you kind of open up into a large square. The beacon is telling you to go through the square, but Alhana, you feel a little tug on it as the rest of you hear a boisterous laugh and a ha-ha as a song begins. The song of the war that has passed, the war that Jacob and Haji had fought in, and the rest of you recognize this boisterous voice as Elcor, he has a massive crowd gathered
There
around.
he is.
And as he begins to sing, you guys hear this song that I'm sure you've heard before, all of you, about the war between Mask and the Raven Queen, the heroes that have saved it. And as that song ends, you hear him just go, "Well, I will say that is a great song, but I've started a new verse. Would anyone like to hear that?"
Oh,
in the
fuck,
crowd.
Elcor's dropping a new single.
And everyone's like, "Oh my god, yes! Like, this is the originator of the song. This is so incredible." And Elcor picks up and starts to speak of the Playthings. He starts to sing about those chosen by these gods and the darkness that is befallen upon the world and what could be happening and what is to come. And he is very kind to you guys as far as like what he is saying about you. His phrasing is very over the top and
He better be.
yeah, but to be fair, it is just Alhana, Talon, and Moxie and one other that he had met on the road when they had rescued him, Nazira. And for the other two of you, you recognize that this is a song about them, but again, have no context of why this song is about them.
Moxie,
No,
you guys
but-
should collab and like do the next verse that's about all five of us.
I feel like if I had heard this song at the beginning of all this, it would have given a lot of context to everything that's happened so far.
This song is literally in every tavern. Did you not go into any when you got here to the material plane? Not this verse, but like the
This
first
verse.
one. Had you never heard
No,
the other one
first
either?
I've heard that. All the
Oh,
time. I
okay.
just didn't think that.
I was
like,
very concerned for a
I just
second.
assumed
like
that was mostly
Bard
made up.
favorite.
But
Oh no, it's
Yeah,
true.
no, it's real, apparently.
Did you not think that? Did you not know that this whole time?
no,
Oh. That gives me a lot of
I
context
sort of,
for you,
I
Arrow.
sort of put it together once we actually found
And started meeting gods.
Yeah,
Yeah. I love them.
You hear from behind you as Jacob yells, "Boo!" And then Haji goes, "What? Play Freebird! You know that one?" And Elcor kind of like rolls his eyes and like they fall on you guys. There's a moment as he looks away, and then he looks back to you guys, and he goes, "Ha!" And he jumps off the stage. This half-elven man who has short dark hair that is spiked up in the front. He's slightly portly, but well-fed is how I'll describe him. He's wearing very fine clothing with gold lace and silver trim to it. And he says, "My muses!" as he runs towards you guys, and he like sees the five of you, clocks the three, sees the two, is confused for a moment, and then as he runs towards you guys, shoves you aside and like looks at Elcor, or looks at Haji and Jacob. He is slightly short for a half elf, probably about 5'3", and he kind of looks up at them. They look at him. He looks at you guys. He's like, "You did it, you motherfuckers," and he like embraces them in a hug, and they come down, and he's like, "What? Where have you been? What's happened?" And they all start talking at the same time. And you know, Jacob's like, "You look amazing. You're a famous bard now. What the hell? Like, people are actually paying you to sing. That's new." And Haji's like, "Oh, these threads are pretty fancy. Are they real?" And like all this sort of like
Elcor tell you how he got captured by Ghost.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. Right.
Got
Well,
captured by ghosts?
No, the Ghost.
Just the one.
Yeah, you don't want to meet
No,
her.
there are more
She
than one
is-
ghost. Like, there can't just be one ghost.
No, trust
No,
me.
there's
there is
lots of
only one.
ghosts. but
We
there
need to
is
not talk
one
about this
the
because
Ghost.
Arrow and Ghost never need to be in the same room.
Ever again.
No. Right.
You're
Okay.
telling me that this plane only has one ghost.
We'll tell you the
Capital
story.
G, not little G.
It's a person who goes by Ghost.
She's terrifying.
I
The
don't
ghost
think
of
you would
Wanda.
like her very much.
Or you might a lot. Depends on what you're into.
She might confuse you.
I'm confused just hearing about this. We'll move on.
She confuses all of us. It's okay.
She would
In
love
like
you.
in a panicky kind of way.
So what's the deal? Where have you guys? I mean, obviously you've been to Doom Space. Apparently you've traversed the plains. I kind of have to write this down. You see him like pull out a huge parchment and start scribbling notes. You have to tell me everything.
Well, we better get some drinks if we're going to do that because it's going to take a while.
Okay. You said we need to be here. Do you know the timing of it as far as where and when?
Points at the spear.
Oh. Okay. So drinks first or drinks after?
Drinks on the way.
I
To-go
know a
cups.
great place in town. They do these things. They're called margaritas. And Jacob just says, no, no margaritas.
Mojito? Is the mojito okay, Jake?
You see it like there's a little bit of sweat coming down. He's like, no, it's fine. Mojitos are fine.
And for the love of all of our gods, please don't talk about cheeseburgers.
Right, okay.
Whispers it to Algoria.
I'm a vegetarian anyways. Come on. And he leads you. The crowd is like looking at you guys. There's quite a bit of attention that has been drawn to you just by Elcor yelling. As the people are kind of like talking to each other about you and like pointing at you. And when you get to the bar that is in this sort of square, a few people buy you drinks. Most people are like sending bottles towards Elcor at this point. And he's very much like, oh, thank you. That's so kind of you. And like, it just like has a pile in front of him at one point. He's like, oh yes, of course. If you want me to play the birthday party, you'll have to contact my well, agent? I guess I don't have an agent, but you'll have to contact somebody else because I'm much too busy for something. But you look amazing, darling. And like, just like charismatic out the asshole.
Alhena's just thinking about like Moxie would make a good agent.
Moxie, that's literally I was just thinking. Moxie would make a great talent agent. That's Moxie's next career.
Yeah, you
Gives
guys have a
bardic
couple...
inspiration to all of our clients.
You guys,
Yeah, it just tells them the story. Tells Elcor the story of everything that we did.
Yeah, and he's listening, taking notes, like talking to Haji and Jacob about all of the things that they've done and have been up to. And Jacob's like, please, for the love of the gods, do not talk about me being stuck at a resort for however long I was there. It was not that big a deal. And you kind of see that Jacob stops and like looks at Elcor and really like kind of sees him for the first time, seeing through all of his flamboyantness and charisma. And he's like, man, I hate to say it, but yeah, you took the long way. You got old, Elcor. And he's like, Excuse me, I am still a young half-elf. I may not be in the youth of my life anymore, but I have had much more life experience than you have, and I think that you'll find that counts for a lot more. And then Haji just goes, life experience, is that why you have so many wrinkles on your face? And now, of course, like, oh, it just starts, like, touching his face. Like, this is nothing, I do not have, and you see him, like, pull up a mirror, and he's just, like, touching his face and, like, making sure that he's, lines, I don't have any lines on my face. Right, anyways, so, what should we call you? I've been calling you the Playthings, but do you have a name? Do you have a group moniker that I should be shouting from the rooftops?
Well, in joking, we've been calling ourselves the God Squad, but I don't know if that's gonna, be rhymey.
Sacrilegious.
Yeah.
God hit squad.
Ooh.
No, that's too threatening.
The Destroyer of Gods.
Well,
Just the one.
just
The
the one.
God
The one.
Killers.
No.
Don't like that.
Too
No.
much, that's too much, right, okay.
We don't need a God's hit squad out on us
Right.
that isn't aligned with
It's a good story, though.
ours.
It is a
I'd read a
good-
book about a god hit squad.
What about the Void Desperado? The death of the Void, the destruction of the Void. The Void Assassin.
This sort of just focuses on like one thing that this group has done.
I mean, it was kind of our crowning achievement, so I get
So
it,
far.
but also.
I'll workshop it and get back to you later. I have plenty of time to write a new one. Also, why are we here? Do we know? Does anyone know?
Valeria said we should be.
And if we're all here, where is Solstice?
He wasn't part of our mission?
We don't
Maybe he's meeting us there?
Well,
Or
Valeria and
he's
him
doing
always
his own thing.
did have a thing. He's probably pretty old now. Travel would be hard on his bones. And Jacob is like, yeah, I mean, he was always the grandpa of the group anyway, so I'm sure she was talking to him, and I mean, they did have a thing. So maybe it's just, yeah. And then Haji just goes, or he's dead. You know? That's always an option. He was a human. They all kind of get silent for a moment. And right, well, continue on, shall we?
Yeah, it's probably time to follow the glowing spear.
Yeah, I think we're just stalling at this point.
You continue to follow the spear, and it leads you into a less lively part of the city. It is quieter neighborhoods. There are children running around. This is the district where there are a lot of different churches, and you see a large building to Sol, Lythander, the god of the sun and light. And outside you see a statue of Valrea, and as you guys kind of walk by, it is golden and it shines in the sun. It, blinds your eyes for a moment as you walk by. But the spear takes you to a house that is next to this building. It's, condos. It's tall. There's a bunch of doors sort of next to each other. And it seems to lead you to the front door of one of these townhouses.
I know.
It takes a moment, but as you do, a woman answers the door. She is a lizard folk, green scales with a little bit of golden light to them. You see she's wearing white robes that seem to have a cross on them and a symbol to Sol as well. And she kind of answers the door and sees the bunch of you and goes, Hi, how can I help you?
Hi.
This
Really
is gonna sound
trying to
really
like
weird.
try to not acknowledge the just like glowing spear.
It is pulsing with light at this point.
Valrea sent us.
Valrea,
Yes.
the goddess, and she kind of like looks over and sees your whole group and says, "Oh, of course." See her get a little teary. Right. Why don't you come in? There's enough room for all of you. And she leads you into this house. There is a like a sitting room up front. It's not lavish. It is fairly simple. There's definitely not enough spots for you to sit. She offers you water or any beverages. Brings those of you who want it, and she, again choking up a little bit, goes, I think I know why you're here. I'm gonna go upstairs real quick, and then I'll come collect you if that's all right.
What?
Okay. She stops and moves up the stairs, her tail flitting behind her.
She didn't seem very happy to see us.
Helen, what's going on?
An insight check on
Yeah,
the
I was
vibe
just
here.
about to say.
Sure.
Yeah. I'll do one too.
Oh, I only got 12.
Oh, that's a natural 1 for me. It was like that's a fancy symbol. Is that a 20? Nope, it's the other one.
I got a natural 20, baby.
Hey,
Yay.
yo! Colchis,
29.
you don't know how to read lizard folk people. You've never seen one cry before. Maybe that's just something they do to, like, moisten their face and, make sure that they don't dry out in the sun. Talon, you notice that she is upset by your arrival, but she doesn't seem to be upset by you guys. And then Alhena, you get the feeling that your arrival heralds something to her. That she knows you being here is something that is going to cause her sadness.
I was afraid of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe she has some insight into what's going on.
Maybe she was Mask's girlfriend. But probably not.
Interesting theory.
I think she might be worried about whatever's going to come to pass now that we're here.
Oh, that's way worse than what I thought. Okay.
Doesn't take long for her. Go ahead.
I was just saying, am I alone in the fact that this was not the welcome I expected?
Oh, Valeria never struck me as one for fanfare.
I didn't expect like a party, but I expected like not someone crying when we showed up.
Well,
Hey, good job.
mortals are slaves to our emotions.
Doesn't take long for her to come back down. She has composed herself a little bit as she says, all right, please follow me. She leads you up the stairs. There's a small room, and at the end of the hallway there is a large sort of double door. And she says, take all the time you need. And
Thank you.
of course. She opens the doors, and you see a very modest but sizable master bedroom. There are some candles going. There is a fire in the fireplace. A four-corner bed with a sheet that is just draped around the outside of it, with a banner that's hanging down the front of it with a large symbol of soul on it. And she ushers you all in, and you see laying on the bed is a very old human man with grayed hair. You can still see a chiseled jaw, the speckling of a beard, and he's wearing these yellow robes as he lays under this white sheet. The nurse goes over to his bedside, and he kind of opens his eyes as you all enter, and he says, in a very simple way, "I thank you all for coming to see me today. I know you must be confused as to why you're here. Gods do work in mysterious ways." His attention is drawn to Elcor and Haji and Jacob, and Elcor kind of furrows a brow, and there's sort of a recognition on all of their faces. And he says, "Hello, dear friends. It's been many years, hasn't it?" And Jacob just kind of goes, "Solstice? Oh my... You got old, buddy." And Solstice kind of laughs, and as he does, he coughs a bit. And he says, "And you didn't. That's, it's not very fair. I see the whole gang is here. Well, most of them. Ones that could come, I suppose." He turns his attention back to you guys. Apologies for my rudeness. Dying man has those moments. I'm Solstice. Who are all of you?
I'm Elhana.
Moxie.
Arrow.
Focus.
I'm Talon.
Points to the spear. Valrey sent us.
Just like Valrea to send somebody on a wild goose chase just for some sentimental reasons. Thank you for bringing my friends back. I know what this means, and I guess you don't. I was told in a dream, wonderful dream, that I would see my friends again before I died. And it seems that that's the case, so thank you for bringing them all here. And I don't know what's going to happen after this, but I wish you all the luck. And I hope that soul blesses you on your trips, your journeys. You see that Haji, Jacob, and Elcor make their way over to his bedside. Talon, you feel a tightness in your chest, a trembling, as a presence is made aware to you in this space. And out of the shadows, you all hear a voice that most of you have not heard. Talon, you know very well at this point, as a rumbling of darkness and feathers appears a beautiful, long, blonde-haired woman whose feet and tips of her hair are dipped in red blood. Her red flowing gown showing off her porcelain skin as Tifa moves into the room. And she looks to you, Talon, gives you a nod. And to the rest of you, she says, "It seems that we have met for the first time, and that means that you have all been successful in your travels. Congratulations. My name is Stefandria Denardo, but you may call me the Blood Queen." She gives a nod to you. And Elcor, eyes wide, sort of moves quickly over to her, and he like bows down very valiantly and puts his hand up. He says, "My beautiful lady, you are truly a stunning sight." And she says, "Elcor, get up. You are making a fool of yourself." And he sort of kisses her hand and stands up and like notices that he's stepping in blood and kind of moves off to the side. And he says, I don't understand. How are you even here if you are supposed to be in the realm of the dead?" And she says, "This is a special occasion. A one-time use, if you will. Please." And she motions for Elcor to move back to the bed. Alhena, you feel a touch on your shoulder as the light sort of flickers. The rest of you, Talon and Moxie, you have seen this figure before. See another blonde woman with sort of really flowing, almost curly blonde hair. She has rounded cheeks with a bit of blush to them, a white flowing gown that sort of billows even though there is no flowing air in here. The rest of these valiant heroes have been talking to each other and touching, and as this light enters this room and Valrea steps forward through your group, she smiles, and you see that Solstice's eyes begin to water as he looks at Valrea. She smiles back at him and turns to your group, and she says, "Sorry, I know I haven't met most of you before. I'm Valrea. Thank you for bringing all of my friends together again."
Seems like the least we could do.
You are kind of heart, Colchis, and I will remember this from all of you. I hope you know that it was kind of necessary for things to come, but I hope that in finding each other, you have formed friendships and bonds that will pass beyond any sort of mortal coil.
What happens now?
For you, you all continue on. There's going to be something coming. 5 years before it happens, is what I'm told. So please, go live your lives and do as you wish. Make friends, have babies if you like. But when it comes, all of your gods will come speak to you. And I don't know what it's going to be. All I can see is darkness. But this isn't about that. This is about my gratitude towards you, all of you. I will bestow a gift, if I may. And when I do, she turns back to her friends, then we're going to have to leave. So thank you. And I couldn't be prouder. Right. She sort of turns, and all of the others, except for Tifa, are sort of in awe of what Valrea looks like now. She is more than they've ever seen her. She started her journey as a shy wizard, and she is now this incredible god. She walks towards the bed, and Solstice tries to sit up. And she says, "No, darling, please. Save your strength." Hello, everyone. So glad that you all could come. I'm glad that my friends, and she points to the rest of you guys, these wonderful adventurers were able to free you and bring you here today. On the day of Solstice's death. But This is not a sad day. This is happy. Because as part of one of my concessions for becoming a god, my father, Soul, allowed me one mortal soul to come live with me in the celestial plane. And I wanted you to live a full life, Solstice. I wanted you to do everything you could, and you have done so much, and I am so proud of you, all of you. And now it's time for you to come home with me. And she reaches out towards Solstice, looking at all of her friends. She looks back to you guys and says, "May the gods shine down upon you." She turns back to Solstice, takes his hand, and as she does, a bright light flashes through as Solstice and Valrea disappear from this plane of existence. Everyone is silently crying except for Tifa, who is standing there knowing what was going to happen. She turns to the rest of you and says, "Was never good at funerals. If there's anything you need, you know how to reach me, Talon. Thanks for that soul, and all the ones you're going to give me in the future. And have a drink for me tonight, okay?"
I'll have two.
She looks to the rest of you. "Do not lose those feathers," she says very seriously, the fear darkening her eyes. "I must go back now." She turns to her friends. They talk quietly amongst themselves for a bit. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
I figured we'd give them like a moment to themselves, kind of. as we
Yeah.
slowly walk out of
Exit
the room.
quietly
Mm-hmm.
so they can have some privacy.
Doesn't
Yeah.
really feel like our space to be
Yeah,
here.
let's
Just
go.
gonna like leave.
Oh, quietly exit the door.
You guys make your way down and out back into the city. You're standing in this space with a bunch of castles and temples, and you have the world before you. You've accomplished your mission. Is there anything you guys want to do before we wrap this up?
So, anybody want to go to a circus?
Right, the girl and I haven't seen the circus yet.
Yeah, I hear it's nearby.
That's where I wanted to head, so thank you, Talon.
That sounds like a great idea.
Alina's brother's there. Arrow and Kulkus haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Maybe I'm just fishing for an excuse to stay together, but
I don't think you have to fish.
Plenty of work at the circus.
I did promise you
stuff
at least
for-
one show of trick shots.
That's true. You guys kind of all owe me a little bit. I mean, you did bring me back to life, but for my grandpa, but you still said you would perform my circus. So
I think my brother and I would make a pretty interesting duo act.
I think so too.
Arrow, food truck.
Yeah, yeah, I'd be happy to help if there's anything, you know. Yeah, definitely.
Kulkus would make a great ringleader for at least one show.
I mean, I
Just
can
like silently
try.
giving everybody roles, like They
Not
hang out for a
been
little while
much for showmanship,
longer.
but certainly could provide extra security if there are rowdy
Says
guests.
you. We saw you on the party boat.
Oh yeah, I can find a spot for you, but I want you to be comfortable. We'll talk.
I mean, I don't imagine you would like me preaching to the crowds. That is, a different energy.
Fair.
But a
No,
circus is a joyful place.
We'll find something.
But it is.
And you guys can
Yeah.
meet my brother. For real.
Yeah.
Yeah, hang out for a bit before do whatever comes next.
I've got 5 years.
Yeah, just don't want to get rusty, you know.
We spent all 5 years in Moxie's circus and just get so out of shape. We're back to level 1.
Not as performers, you don't. We
Nope,
get to
no
level
way.
20.
Yeah, I was gonna say 5 years of being performers at a circus, we'd be
Bugging ripped, dude.
honing our skills.
And all the side missions along the way that we could come up with.
Yeah,
The tower. We got to go back to the tower.
I have to go back to the tower.
Hour.
This is like early season.
Early
1.
season.
Early season 1.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool to like keep hanging out together as long as we keep traveling, you know. I just don't like staying in one place for too long.
I've
Me
got
neither.
a lot of places I have to go, so
I mean, the circus we can go anywhere with the circus too if we wanted to all stay together. I do kind of run it so I can make it go where it needs to go.
I'm just not signing I'm not doing what my dad did. I'm not going to sign a contract to do circus food forever. I'll do a food truck as long as I get to pick the menu.
Changing
Yeah, none
menu.
of
Food
you
truck with a
have to
changing
sign
menu.
contracts.
All right.
You're good.
I'm good with that then.
So we're all staying together. Talon looks like very happy that she has friends and they're not
Ellen,
leaving
are you
her.
okay? Your face looks funny.
oh my god, you can see your teeth.
She's never smiled before.
It's not the real Talon. Mask is here.
It's me.
Arrow punches her.
Oh.
Ow!
Let her
No,
be
I did
happy.
realize we never
Hits
saw
them with a book.
we never saw Evil Arrow again.
I'm okay with that.
You should be okay with that.
Well, shall we?
Let's go to the circus. Let's run away and join the circus.
So
Oh, I've always wanted to do that.
Moxie, you're gonna pay us, right?
yeah. Yep.
I'm kidding. A little. I'm kidding a
I'll
little.
pay you. We'll see what we end up with.
You don't have to pay me. Turns out I'm good on money now.
I'll still pay you.
The
Oh,
Plaything just like
Arrow, what if in the circus you did like a cooking show?
we could do that. There's always side shows.
I have to. It depends. I did sign a pretty airtight NDA on.
Oh, so you're okay
Weird.
with signing things, just not if it's Moxie telling you to sign them.
No, it's just when I was talking with we were on the party whale. Sign some stuff. I just got to make sure there's no non-compete clauses and stuff.
Do
yeah.
you have that contract in your bag somewhere?
Maybe. I think I've got a copy of it.
I'm
somewhere.
gonna read that. Thank you.
As your lawyer.
Talon is everyone's lawyer. And
Yep.
Arrow doesn't know what these words mean. It's just repeating it because it was told many times. Exclusive, non-compete, understands the competition, like competing. Okay, that works. That makes sense.
Go to the circus.
we go find Moxie Circus and we all stay together.
Is my dad still here?
Well, yeah, your dad want to come? There's room. Like,
Is he still on the boat? He was still on the boat, wasn't he?
I'm sure he went into town and started looking at all of the restaurants here. He's never been up this far.
Okay. I just imagine he bounced.
He's been going around to every
not
restaurant
really-
in Neverwinter.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Tasting menu at every single one.
Yeah, I mean, we
He's
kind of
just
do
so
like
fat
an
now.
like an aquatic goodbye. Like we don't really like you just kind of bounce and
An aquatic.
All right. The Playthings make their way out of the city back down to the circus where they are going to spend some time together, learn more about themselves, meet everyone down there. They have 5 years to figure out what they're going to do before this war that has been talked about a lot begins. But that's it for this campaign so far. Thank you guys. Do we want to do sunsets for now? Get a little what people are getting up to, or do we want to wait and leave that for the beginning of the next season?
I was gonna wait for the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
but
cool
I
with that.
yeah, it
Mhm.
might make more sense to like see what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if
this
we're all
image,
sticking together. Yeah, we
this
can
image
talk
of
about
us
where we
all
go.
going to the circus for now, and then
Yeah.
seeing maybe we
Yeah.
just stuck there for 5 years, or who
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe like Arrow bounces away for a little while and comes back, but
Hops back and forth.
The circus is like our hub world.
Yeah, that's kind
Yeah.
of what I figured. Everybody does what they need, but
yeah.
I'm always at the circus.
It's our Baldur's Gate 3 camp.
It's our
Yeah.
camp.
Well, thank you guys so much for helping me and playing in this game. These NPCs that you guys met are characters that I played in a game with like 7 years ago, and I'm so glad that I got to wrap up their storylines and that you guys helped me do that. Thank you so much. Thank you for being amazing and all that. I'm excited for what comes next, but before that, we're going to be doing some other really cool things on the channel. We're probably going to do a one-shot next week or just something fun and low-key before we get into our next game, which is going to be an Alien RPG, TTRPG game run by the lovely Rachel as the game mother, which I love. So if you haven't seen the Alien movies, you got time to catch up on them. You got a couple of weeks before we get into that. Does anybody have anything else before we do outros?
Could not be more excited.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
pumped. I'm gonna do a marathon watch of the Alien movies.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
we need
too.
to watch them again.
Now, are you going to do them all in chronological order?
Obviously.
Or release
or
order.
like
Or
Prometheus?
release order.
No, chronological order.
Chronological
Do we
order is
have to
so
watch
fun.
Prometheus? I don't.
Yeah.
Yes, we have to
Oh,
watch
I like
Prometheus.
Watch
You don't like
Prometheus.
Prometheus?
I
Wait,
like
no,
that
I
one.
like that one. What's the second one?
Covenant.
Covenant.
Alien
that's
Covenant.
Which was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
good in its own way.
It was
in the
fine.
Alien universe.
Mhm.
Yeah, I liked it, but yeah,
I've only
Prometheus is
seen
so
the first
good.
2 in release.
Yeah.
It's
My
no
biggest
Alien,
issue
but
with,
Aliens.
and I will tell you this, since we're going to be
there's
running
no
this.
basketball in it, which is a crime.
That's true.
Yes, if you go to a planet while I am running this game, and you have done no biological research on it,
Oh
and
my
you
God.
take off your effing helmets, I will
You're done.
punish you
You're done.
as game mother. Okay, you are supposed to be the smartest minds of
The air's breathable. Okay.
Yes.
Oh wait, hold on. We're supposed to be smart.
Okay, science.
I've got you guys covered.
denizens of my game.
I just have a need for speed.
For speed.
Look, you're going. The whole premise is they're frontier colonists. So we go to a planet that has already been scienced. But if they go anywhere besides that planet and they take off their helmets, I will punish you. I'm sorry, not sorry. It's my biggest issue with all Alien game or all
Yeah,
Alien
when they
movies.
immediately like,
oh, the air's breathable.
oh, the air's breathable here.
Yeah, just
I will
what
not
are
be-
we're good.
diseases?
We're good.
I will
Yeah.
not be sorry about it. So just going forward, just so we know, that will be a dumb, silly thing. If you do it, just know you will be punished for it.
And one of us is a secret AI that's android that's gonna murder everyone in the group.
Yep, that's it.
And one of us will purposefully touch everything they see, even though they shouldn't.
Oh, that's
David.
me. I'm gonna touch
David.
everybody.
David.
Fassbender.
There might be a couple of us.
So fun. I can't wait to run it. It's gonna be a great time, especially with the squad. It's gonna be hilarious.
We're gonna have a great time.
Yes.
Guaranteed. And so will you. Out there
Space
watching us today.
horror. From my friends.
Space horror. But that's it for the Playthings of the Gods for now. Thank you for playing with us. Thank you for watching and enjoying our shenanigans and watching us kill a god. Damn. Let's go around and have everybody say where they can find you, what you do, starting as always with Van.
Yeah, I'm Van. You can find me on the internets at Van But Wilder. I'm kind of on social media again. I've got a Mastodon. I'm working on a Blue Sky. But mostly I'm over hanging out on Discord and streaming here Sundays and on twitch.tv/game nights on Thursdays through Mondays, playing in games and running Dungeons and Dragons on Saturday mornings.
Oh, you caught me in the middle of a yawn. Hi everyone. Val again. Kraken's Crown. I'm also technically on Blue Sky and Mastodon now. I have accounts. I haven't posted or done anything. It's just blank pages so I could claim my username. But I'm mostly over on GGK. Join us tomorrow for Red Jenny. We're going to be getting into a similar to this. We're going to be doing a time jump. Crew just finished up kind of like the first leg of our journey, and we've got 4 years to cover before the events of the finale. So we're going to be doing 2 years of downtime and stuff tomorrow. So come join us.
I'm going to be immensely embroiled in some romantic drama that you're all going to love very much.
So come join us for if you like Dragon Age, you like Dragon Age lore and stuff. It's all there for you. So yeah, that's me.
Oh, hey, I'm Tanya. If you're in Michigan, tomorrow night I'll be in Grand Rapids at the Comedy Project with my group Pants. You can also see Oh Hey Improv at Crawl Space in Kalamazoo, October 14th. And then we'll be at the Grand Rapids and Kalamazoo Improv Fest in November. But if you're in Grand Rapids, we do a show there pretty much once a month. And that's all I got.
Hi, it's me, Rachel. Rachel Elizabeth. Rachel Elizabeth with the ZML Silvanuts. I almost didn't screw it up that time. I do things on the internet with my friends. I play in TTRPGs in the internet with my friends. Twice a week right now. I'm on GGK on Saturdays with Val and Van, and I am here on Sundays. And as you heard, I will be running Alien. We're going to be doing a session 0 in a couple weeks, just to like get used to the game and talk about these characters and what we're going to be doing, what they're going to be doing, and it'll be a lighthearted first episode before we get into some heavy space horror shit. And yeah, you know where to find me on the internet, and stay tuned for that. It'll be fun and spooky and scary, and I'm gonna freak out my friends.
Hello, once again, I am Alex. OMG, it's some guy on the internets. Yeah, every other Tuesday on GGK. They're on Thursdays for whatever shenanigans, and then here for the tomfoolery on Sundays. And sometimes I get drafted to join the Friday game if it's Left 4 Dead after an audible to switch games.
And I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me on the Twitters and the Twitches, the X's and the Twitches, and Blue Sky and all that fun stuff. Mastodon, which is the name of the band, and I think it's funny every time I think about it. And yeah, we are going to be live next on Thursday. Lauren and the boys are going to be playing some of their Themeless Thursdays. Lauren and I will be back on Friday playing a new game because we had such trouble with Labyrinthine. It was not fun, but we'll talk about that later. We are working on our Gen Con video. I've written the script for the voiceover for it. I just have to have Lauren approve it, and then I'll get it done. I'm also working on a podcast of an actual play that I did with a couple of people that I met at Gen Con, including Ted from Nerd Immersion, Josiah, aka Dungeon Dad, and Taryn, aka just Indestructo Boy. And that should be out in the next week or so, depending on my schedule and how quickly I get through it. Right now, I'm busting it out. I'm already like an hour and a half in, so yeah. But again, I want to say thank you to my players for helping me finish this storyline that has been going for years now. Tanya and Rachel started this with me a long time ago in an in-person game, and I am so glad that we finally got to wrap it up and send Solstice to finally be with Valrhea in the afterlife, which is, as the person who played Valrhea, was meant a lot to me. So thank you guys. Thank to all of you who are watching and enjoying this stream. We'll be back, and so will the Playthings. We'll see you later. Bye!